Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some AP KOGMAW mid into a Yone. We have a full GM lobby with one challenger and me. This matchup I think could be quite difficult because even though he's a melee pick and honestly KOGMAW can be played as a lane bully early on, the problem is things like Yone, things like Akali, they have really good base health regen. And like he even has the one where killing minions also gives him health back, and he has fleet footwork, which also gives him health back. So even though I am trying to poke him a bunch during the early game, we'll see if it really sticks because it's kind of difficult to pressure them. But KOGMAW should be played as a lane bully. He does have a good mid game. We're playing him because he got buffed. Nice, I managed to juke his ability. How KOGMAW functions is that we're going to be doing W auto attacks to deal good damage, but that's just because it's super early game before people have items yet. It's going to matter less as the game continues. And then our E is our main thing we leveled up, and it's for the slow, because slowing people then being able to auto attack them is very powerful, and it's also a nice wave clearer tool for us. But pretty straightforward. You just want to slow them, auto attack them, kite them out, don't get hit. You don't want to like be on top of them or anything. Gonna put a point into our Q. Our Q is a thing that we just shoot off. It only hits one person. Well, big damage there onto him. Anyways, it only hits one person, but it does shred armor and magic resist a little bit. And what they buffed on KOGMAW is my Q AP ratio went from 80 to 90, so a bit of a better buff like later on. My W got a better AP ratio, but of course that doesn't really matter that much because the AP ratio is kind of a weird one because it does percent damage. I would say it's not that important of a buff, but the biggest buff was to his ultimate. My ultimate, the AP ratio on it is 70%. And, sorry, I'm, like, trying to really focus hard to make sure that I don't get destroyed by this guy, because I don't have TP like him. If I get into a really bad lane scenario, this could be, like, game losing, or, like, lane losing for a while. So I'm wondering if I should just back here or not. I feel like I should. In fact, maybe I'll even pop Ghost to come back quickly. We're gonna buy tier first. So yeah, those are what KOGMAW's abilities do. What KOGMAW Ultimate is that it's a long-range thing that you shoot in the air and then it will drop down, so it has a travel... Not a travel time, it will always take the same duration, doesn't matter if it's far or close, but it takes a while for it to drop, so it's kind of prediction-based, and you're gonna miss quite frequently. But it does just damage, AoE. It only has a 2-second cooldown, so if you buy a CDR, you can get it very short. Malignance is apparently a very good item on KOGMAW win rate-wise because I looked it up earlier, so I kind of want to go that, even though I'm building tier. But even though the mana cost is very inexpensive and stuff, the trade-off is that every single time you use it, the mana goes up by 40 cost-wise. So if you build tier and archangels, then you can cast more often. So that's why it's a strong item for him, normally. So you can spam more frequently. So we don't even have one of our main damage abilities, but what they buffed on it was that the AP ratio is 70%, which is kind of mediocre. It's, It's 70% when people are below 40%. Your ultimate does double damage to people below 40, so it's normally 35% AP ratio if they're, like, very healthy. Every single level up increases it by 5%. So then, every single level up also increases the 40% by double that amount, so it's 10% each level, meaning at max rank at level 16, it's a 90% AP ratio instead of 70, so not bad, right? I mean, that means that things like Death Cap could maybe be more viable on him, because normally I would not build Death Cap because the AP ratio just was mediocre. Just poking. One last auto attack when you jumped away, but he did get the shield off. I know that he wants to go for this, so I'm just going to try to do crazy damage here. I am, as you can see, running out of mana, though, even though I'm getting him, like, dangerously low because the mana cost goes up. I'm trying to make it so I have just enough to kill him. But, of course, I'm putting myself in kind of big danger, too. I knew he was going to flash in a straight line. I don't know why he flashed in a straight line. I just was thinking to myself, I'm just going to throw it this direction, and I bet he's going to... My Q kind of goes far, surprisingly. It is somewhat of a long-range ability. I'm just trying to get some of these minions on the way back. Your wave clear as KOGMAW is pretty powerful, even from far away, because your ultimate does deal that bonus damage without a negative effect to minions, so you can secure it quite easily. And we're just going to run back mid lane immediately. We're going to be building still Malignance, I think. We did get to be that lane bully that I'm talking about with just, like, constantly chunking him. If he ever comes towards me, I can still dish out quite a bit of damage because they will have to walk into my into like my Q and stuff that otherwise would be more difficult to land. I'm not gonna be able to get this one, but that's okay. I don't really want to spend my mana, so that's why I didn't do anything there. Just gonna clear out this vision. It looks like bot lane's super low. I'm totally down to immediately pressure, so I go down there. Because if that luck stays, I can just start chucking my ultimate underneath turret and probably killing them. Also, Viego's, like, behind them, so I don't know why he doesn't want to rotate, too. So they're both dead, and then we'll just rotate away. I know that this guy is probably going to all in. I'm most likely dead. My flash is worthless there. I thought that I tried flashing over the wall, but I guess it just failed. Damn, really? We're gonna get punished for that? Well, whatever. I think that's my mistake. I think I could have escaped if I just flashed over this wall, maybe. My bad. It's okay, because we're getting Giga Fed, though. So let's just buy our Blasting Wand next. In fact, because I just have enough to buy a Dark Seal, I'm probably gonna stay on the map. The combined cost of this item is $650, and that's barely anything, and I'm probably going to be on the map that long to finish it. Might as well just spend money on something that could give me more AP later on. I mean, Dark Seal is a good purchase on, like, any champion, really. Inexpensive, can always turn to just give you a bunch of AP unnecessarily. Damn, am I really gonna die here? That's crazy. The enemy team is just more grouped. Well, my apologies. I got myself killed. I'm not allowed to step up or be aggressive there. We have to just sacrifice everything. My fault. I will just go back mid lane and just start farming, because I guess that's what we're going to be doing for a bit while we wait for whatever initiation happens with the team. We honestly don't really have that good of a team comp for initiation. I wish I had Trundle on my side, because I really like Trundle Pillar with champions like KOGMAW. Because the Pillar slow, if you land it on somebody who is not mobile, like doesn't have a dash, they normally get slowed for a while they try to get around it, and that opens up the opportunity for me to hit a bunch of abilities. Anyways, I could almost kill them on my own. I'm not going to go so far up to put myself in danger of getting myself killed, though. Also, Nami feels so freaking good with KOGMAW, too, if you ever get the chance to have Nami on your team, because she gives you a slow with her E. You sure that you don't want to be bot side? Don't you just take the turret? Damn, I'm not going to be able to buy my item. I'll just walk bot. Otherwise, I'm going to be waiting in base for too long. It's not like he has his fully completed item either, I guess. So it's whatever. The thing is that I can perma wave clear mid. So I don't really know why it wouldn't be better for them to go bot lane, because Yone can't wave clear against two people. He can wave clear it, but the turret's going to get hit a little bit. Meanwhile, I can make it so they never hit mid lane turret ever, because I can just wave clear from far away. Oh, are we not going to be able to get her? Okay. My last ultimate might not be able to land from this range, I think. Also, this is also about to walk into somebody. What? Isn't Lux gonna show up in that brush? That's kind of what I'm waiting for. My damage is not bad, though. As you can see. One auto attack. No, I didn't get an assist. I landed E plus Q onto the Trundle, and that's what almost got them. A lot of people base right there, so I'm just chucking ability because there's a chance that Trundle would have been right there, and I would just instantly kill him since he was that low, and we're just going to rotate back mid lane because the skirmishing bot side is kind of over now. I'm just going to get the minions. Level 11 is coming up, and that is going to be our spike point, because that's when I finally have more range, more damage, the AP ratio finally becomes a little bit better, all the good stuff. I'm just going to base. I think my team gets that without my help, because they've been on it for a while, so no assistance required. Darn, I only need 30 gold for my item. But waiting in base is probably not worth it. I guess I'm gonna be bot side now. Unless Swain wants to go bot. Is that... No, I can go bot. It's okay. No? Okay, you want to be bot lane? Sure. I mean, I can farm against him. It's just that I'm gonna spend a lot of time going topside now. I really despise side laning on KOGMAW. I definitely want to be in as many skirmishes as possible. I just feel that if I go, though... I might not be able to, Yo, you need to get off of that, bro. I'm not gonna let you have that. This Yone is gonna continue shoving and, like, starting to hit this turret, and I don't want him to hit it ever. Is what I was meaning to say. So I just feel very forced to be up here, and I can't assist mid or anything. Not right now. Not yet. It's okay. The enemy is kind of popping off a bit hard. There is a ward in here, so they know where we're coming from, so chasing them is going to be very challenging. I'll get that other ward real fast. I think we just have to play around objectives, boys. I mean, we do have 2 dragons so far. My level 11 spike is here, which is very convenient. Let me buy a boot, so of course we can get on the map a bit easier. I mean, the next objective take, if we get it, does give us the empowered boots. And that would be pretty nice. A little bit more movement speed, a little bit more magic pen. We see Trundles on the other side of the map. It should be doable, I think. If they walk in, our goal is just poking them. We want to, like, get them so chunked to the point that they are uncomfortable. Darn. I mean, it's not that bad that all this happened, but our bot laner is... Our top laner, I guess, is getting hardcore destroyed. Nice kill, I guess. I mean, we should just continue doing the objective, right? Why would we ever just not do the objective, considering we're already going to lose bot side? There's not much we can do. Just give up the turret. The York is going to be an issue. We need to do our own game plan to give ourselves our own advantages so we can start taking their turrets if we get a good team fight off. We can't always be just chasing the enemy team and doing defensive stuff to stop them. We gotta be doing our own. So the next thing I want to do is this dragon for sure. Of course. That will bring us to one dragon from getting soul. Yorick's topside. Okay, he's gonna leave to go topside. Nice. That's awesome. Nice. I almost hit her with that last ultimate. That's how much range it's got. So, Flash is now down. I would prefer to go bot lane here to get this wave before sieging mid or anything. Just barely got that. My team Rift Heralded mid. And it looks like this Swain is still unable to really do anything against this Yorick, but we should focus all of our efforts on this freaking dragon for sure. This guy should die here, and when he does die, it will help out a ton because we should be able to get this dragon, which will then give us, hopefully, either a good team fight if the enemy team tries to contest it, which they totally, I think, will. I'm going to hit this blast cone because I don't like giving them blast cones like that. I'm going to pull it out. We're just going to drag it over here, so, yeah, they're already in that brush. I mean, I'm not caught, though. Am I caught? Alright, fine, bro, I'll flash. Wow, these minions actually just don't die to me whatsoever. They're just invincible. Can we please kill this maiden, dude? Like, there's no reason to not kill it. Where did everybody go? Why did it feel like everybody just didn't even want to pressure whatsoever? Alright, whatever. I feel like we could have went a little bit harder just as a team to the enemy just kind of feeling as if they could just do whatever they wished. Like, when York was on me, where was Viego? Was he over the wall waiting to try to steal it? Was he gonna maybe go... Maybe he was, like, at Blast Cone getting ready or something and I didn't notice? I feel like if he was on top of me, though, then we can just fight York together and I don't even have to flash away. Because now I'm a vulnerable champion against him, because his freaking minions are so annoying. It's whatever. Wow, he's still shoving. He just burned his flash, so he should just die. I know that he's going to continue having these minions hit me. Oh, he's not going to die. He's actually invincible. Alright, well, whatever. We don't really have any way to catch him as a team. Never mind. He's too fast. Maybe Otacon can catch him. I can't do it. I'm too slow. If I have Rylai's or something, maybe. Oh! Oh, wow, the healing. Wow, he just needed to hit him one more time, but it wasn't successful. So he dies. And now he's tilted. Bummer, dude. Bummer, bummer. It's okay, guys. Just wait for our next play. It's not actually really okay. Totally lying on that. This is really, really bad, but, I mean, what can I really do besides just the best I can? I'm on the way to Sivir, who is trying to kill that guy. I gave up topside. honestly. If I can land some good hits onto them, I should be able to get them. So that's why I'm like just trying to play around that wall. Once again, I'm playing for trying to get objectives that are gonna allow us to win the game. I'm not trying to play for playing defensive, even if it means that we're gonna like lose stuff. We're losing top, right? It's okay. We gave up the top lane turrets to get some kills and get the Otacon, and the Otacon is a very nice objective to have to give us that AoE blast that slows people. And then I can just farm this from far away and then just back away. The next item is either a Rylai's for the slow, or just like probably a big flat pen item. Considering that I had enough to buy my empowered boots though, because we did get another objective and that gave us the empowered feats of strength, I'm gonna go for the Rylai's, I think. Yorick didn't burn flash last fight. Killing his maiden is like the goal. As you can see, if we can land our abilities onto people who are squishy, we have such insane range that people just instantly get one shot like that. I deal absolutely 0 damage to these. Why are your ghouls unironically like invincible? Like, what is going on with these guys? I can't believe how difficult it is for me to kill them because they have like AoE protection and I like only really have AoE and my auto attacks barely deal anything. Damn, he's level 15. I wish I was level 15. Your level 16 ultimate is like longer than a screen. Feels like it's like 2 screens worth of distance. We should just camp somewhere. Just do it immediately, start it, yeah. Good. Looks like we just get it. They're not even going to contest. My goal as the poke champion is to prevent them from coming in, and if they're not, then we gotta go quickly try to defend whatever they're going to try to do in the meantime. But they aren't really doing anything. They're just going topside. They might like take a camp or something, doesn't matter. My R does reveal, so that's why I'm using it to just check brushes. And the next objective is Baron, so I can't go bot. Now it's Swain's turn. Oh, wow. Ulting me of all people. Okay. I guess Swain just instantly got himself killed. We can fight this. Guys? Why are we so scared? That guy lived with 1 HP? Like, I had a really nice position, and if they're throwing skill shots at me, then they aren't going to be thrown at you guys. You guys can win. Nice, okay. Viego got the resets that he needed. That's kind of what you play for with Viego. I managed to be useful enough that I landed nice ultimates from far away, slowing people down inside the fight. If they ever walk into my queue, I do shred armor and magic resist, which means that it also assists my teammates, of course, too. And when we finish this Rylai's, also, this is the new, like, damage thing. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not, but that's what that is. That's, like, damage recap, death thing. 500 gold. Still not really that close to 16. I'm sad. Dang. Oh my gosh, dude. Didn't get that either. If I get ganked by Yorick and he lands his stuff on me, I'm gone. I can't run away from him. Holy crap, that's a Rocket Ultimate kind of scared the crap out of me. I thought that was something else. The reason why I'm not going all the way bot and just consistently shoving is because a fight might break out when I go bot side, and then I have to be part of it. Dude, we are chunking the crap out of that guy. Too bad there's no other team members able to hit him with me. I also stopped casting because I eventually will go and stuff. My Rylai's is not finished, boys. I feel like we should be, I don't know why we're pressuring so hard just mid like that. I guess because they're group 2. Can I go buy my item so I can be online? So Swain is the one challenger on the team. Oh, they did Baroness too. Yeah, I mean, they were smart. What they did is that, I bet Trundle just doesn't take damage from Baron because he's that type of character, and they just DPS it together. But we can still play for Soul and just hope that we get it. Let's hope. Man, I really want blue buff. Is it gone? Oh my goodness, it is not. Come here, Mr. Viego. Please take this blue buff. We need it because it will give it to the entire team. And then I can spam a lot more. If we want control, it will probably be through mid, because that's the easiest way of doing it, because going through our own jungle is dangerous. Kill his Maiden for sure. Nice, Maiden's dead. Damn, they sent multiple bot because they know that they just have full control of bot side, huh? The jungle, and we had no idea. But, I mean, they are in a position where if we might be able to still initiate, just our team comps engage tools are kind of dog crabs. Our initiation and team comp is just so freaking bad. It's so pathetic. We're just being ran around because we have, like, no way to do anything together. So we'll just have to give it. What can we do? Just wait for that Baron to expire and just hope for another team fight? Them getting the Baron doesn't mean that we automatically just lose the game, obviously. Whoa. That's quite aggressive, mister. No! Really? You gotta be freaking kidding me, Nami. What a disgusting team fight. Of course, they all live with one. Oh, it's actually sickening to my stomach seeing people live like that, but whatever, I guess. I guess that's what I get for... not landing it enough. Sick to my stomach. Nice, I got one. Why? Why does everybody live with one all the time? Please, I even was able to, like, deal so much there. I'm doing good, though, at, like, contributing, that's for sure. I'm feeling like I'm 1v9 versus these guys. Darn, they see me. This is kind of ballsy to be at now. I don't think we can get that. We're almost level 16, guys. Let's go. What do I want next? I kind of want to try going decap. See how high AP feels. So damn close to level 16. There's the Yorick split pushing again. I don't think that I can go versus this Yone and survive. I think it might be a bit too challenging. Let me perfectly miss that. Alright, well, we have our level 16, so my ultimate is extremely long range. Obviously, landing it onto champions like Nami and Lux are the most convenient. Landing it onto the people who have speed-ups like Trundle or dashes are the least important. Huh. So they just based? Interesting. I mean, we have pretty good control of this area now. Just tiny poke. That guy does have MR. Are we really not gonna group up to, like, assist with this, guys? I don't know where my team goes to, like, defend vision, look for, like, you know, stopping them from hitting, but they just always disappear from me. I almost one-shot Nami. Oh, well. I also had Trundle jumping on me and Yone, and it was pretty late reaction speed for everybody to be able to assist me, and I thankfully did a decent amount of damage to the Trundle, too, before dying. Which is always nice. Sivir stole the Baron! They did Baron without their teammate. I don't know why they did that. That's just, like, ballsy. Nice, guys. Well played, well played. I mean, we're in the driver's seat now. Go do the freaking dragon! Please, go do it. We get soul. It's not the best soul, but it's better than something else. It's better than nothing. Nice, nice. And now, I hope that we can siege as a team. Trundle Pillar is like one of the biggest threats, or Yorick Wall. But if I can kite backwards, our siege is insanely OP. I mean, playing KOGMAW from behind kind of sucks. The whole entire game, I was just having to, like, run away from people, and now we might be in the situation where I get to run towards them to pressure. That's super nice. We should be going for bot. Wow, I didn't land that. The reason why we should be going bot instead of mid is because there's no reason to try to really hit mid. It's fine, we'll just do both. Okay, the reason why we should be going bot side, and it's easier, is because those super minions, we ought to kill those. Let's push bot. And then we will just pressure it together. Let's hit this. And then they don't have that anymore. Let's see if we can get 2 inhibs together as a team. Sivir apparently, I think, is going to try to stop the Yorick, I guess? I don't know. I can't play too far forward because they might run me down hard with, like, Trundle, which is exactly what's going to happen as I... Oh. Maybe I'm just dead. Yeah, I'll just die. I mean, there's no way for me to survive. I might as well just take the minion wave. I mean, Sivir plus Swain both rotated mid together, so I guess was too far up. But, also... I don't think that we needed everybody to go over like that to the Yorick, because we should be playing not defensive, but rather offensive with the rest of our Baron. It's okay, though. We have different types of plans for how to play the game. I am going to just wait for my item, I guess, huh? We're so damn close to finishing it. She might be a little bit screwed here. Oh, no. We'll see if my teammates can pop off. Viego's about to get his first reset, and when he gets that reset, sometimes Viego turns into just a pentakill champion because he's really gross with that type of thing. He did die. He did enough damage, though, that it looks like maybe the team can follow up and kill the rest, maybe. Ah? Yeah, we could probably just end here. That's why I'm not going bot. The game should just be over. So yeah, that was AP KOGMAW. Hopefully I did a good job explaining like how we're supposed to be playing him. Definitely did not like our team comp whatsoever for AP KOGMAW gameplay. But in the end, we have a really good scaling comp with Sivir at least. I don't really think so for Swain or... Viego is always a reset champion, so of course he can do crazy stuff too, I guess, but... You can only juke so much before I get in range to be able to kill you with auto attacks. But yeah, thanks for watching about the buffed KOGMAW inside of a higher ELO game with all GM players and one challenger. And I will see you guys in the next one. Did second most damage to the Sivir. The Sivir probably had less damage than me until that last team fight because I didn't get to play, obviously. If I got to be in that last team fight, I probably could have had the most, but I died. So thanks for watching again. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some KOGMAW mid into an Akali. Don't really think this is that good of a matchup for me, but we'll see how it goes because I do think that she can maybe ignore my damage and try to kill me kind of frequently. We're going to start W first, even though we have Comet, and Comet is quite nice because I feel like the auto attack damage from your W sometimes can be pretty significant. KOGMAW does have a good mid and late game, but he should be kind of played as a lane bully. Your W is quite strong early on, and being able to utilize it in lane is huge, and sometimes you get solo kills by utilizing it. The reason why we're even playing AP KOG, though, is because he got buffed. That was a good example of, like, a really good trade. With KOGMAW, it's kind of all about your E, which puts down goop, does good damage, it goes through minions and everything, so you can also wave clear with it. And the goop slows people, and that allows you to chase them down easier because they're slowed, of course. And then you can chase them down and consistently auto-attack them, and you can get crazy trades off like that. That was 3 auto-attacks. Each auto-attack did 20 bonus magic damage, because this does percent damage, so that's 60 magic damage, and not even counting the auto attacks itself. So that's why it's so damn good to be playing KOGMAW aggressively early on if you can. And also, your mana costs aren't too shabby. So anyways, what the buffs were for KOGMAW was that your Q AP ratio went from 80% to 90%. Not too shabby, I guess. Your Q kind of is somewhat unreliable for damage in laning phase because it doesn't go through minions, it just hits one person. It does shred armor and magic resist, though, which is convenient. But yeah, just more burst later on when you actually have higher AP numbers. I do like chucking it out because it is a low mana cost, though. Just occasionally when I can, I just try it and it did not land. This is a case of just, once again, being that lane bully that we want to be. Extreme aggression. Even though we are, like, slowly chunking her, it's not really netting us anything because she still has her potion and stuff. But the pressure itself could be probably good enough to maybe mean that my, like, teammate can invade or something. Or maybe I can roam. Nefiri kind of sucks at ganking early on, so I feel pretty not vulnerable to getting ganked, so I don't really care that my teammates are pinging that they could be behind me. So, KOGMAW does still... Oh wow, that doesn't kill. I feel like my teammate should be able to get with Flash, no? Or did I make a mistake and she actually can't get? Because if so, then that's my fault. Nice. You're... okay. You see him. She's gonna maybe flash for me, so that's why I flashed away. She decided to not do it, though. Oh! Nice. And then we will just quickly try to grab some of these minions real fast. Good 2v2. I wish that my E landed. I was kind of bad. No. Well, we can't do anything to help her, so I'm just going to try to shove in. How KOGMAW works is that your ultimate is a very, very short cooldown, long-range artillery AoE hit, and it does bonus damage depending on if they're 40% or lower. It just doubles the damage, actually, just straight up. I'm gonna just TP top here. Because I feel like I can assist with this. Darn, dude. Well, I guess I just wasted my buy because I'd have the wrong thing on. The good news is that my teammates popped the hell off, but I guess I'm a little bit annoyed that I just wasted so much time going up there. So when I click all items, you see that this is showing marksman items, so all of the items that I was looking for weren't there. I was gonna just build like an amp tome or something. I didn't think that it would even show those items, honestly. I figured that it would show like anything else. We're still gonna be pressuring her pretty hard with our abilities, though. Now that we have our ultimate, we're going to be occasionally using it. It is a short CD, does good damage. Once again, when they're below below 40%, it increases the damage to double, which is one of the things that got buffed because the AP ratio is higher on it. The AP ratio is 35%, then it doubles to 70, and they buffed the second ranking and the third ranking of it. So, it got a 5% buff, which is then a 10% buff per rank when they're below 40. So at max rank, if you hit somebody below 40%, it's a 90% AP ratio instead of 70, meaning that things that like death cap could be better on KOGMAW. And of course, just you're gonna deal more because you're still building AP items in the first place, so. Wow, my ability didn't land there. So, KOGMAW normally builds tier, and the reason why is because your ultimate costs 40 more mana per cast. I don't really know why I'm being initiated on so hard, but okay. I don't really have mana. Sorry, bro. I'm Still got the assist, though, and we have presence of mind to get back some of that mana. Well played, everybody, and then we'll just start shoving this in again. Just like... oh! Okay, we apparently missed cannon. That's okay, though. So, I'm going to be building 2 different Lost Chapter items because I think Malignance is very good on KOGMAW. I also see that the win rate is quite good on it as well. It will give us even bigger mana pool because our mana is going to be from 2 Lost Chapter items. It will cause us to like take a while to get to a certain scaling point of feeling like we're like online, though, because I do think that building both of them isn't necessarily like truly online. You can still deal crazy damage, but I really like Rylai's or a pen item before then. Oh my god. Wow, and he lived too. That's crazy. I'm just gonna help secure some of these. And then we'll just head back mid. Our mana pool's still increasing. Zyra's trying to fight the Nefiri. I don't think that I can get there in time, sorry. Yeah, Kali has Merc Treads. Having any form of magic resist whatsoever, just a little bit, with my champion does kind of make my damage feel pretty bad, but that's okay. Because when we finish our level 11 spike, that's when KOGMAW turns online, because my ultimate being one of the main damage sources means that until I'm 11, only having 1 point in your one of your main damage sources feels kind of meh. Doesn't mean, of course, that I can't, like, win lane versus certain opponents. But in this case, because it is in a Kali who has high health regen and she has that little bit of magic resist, then I do think it's going to be hard to get that big of an advantage. We'll see how consistent I can land my abilities on her. The reason why I didn't buy anything is because I want to buy a blasting wand. So that is what I'm going to be going. We just chuck our abilities a couple times with our ultimate, and then we just wait for the debuff that causes the mana increase to go away, and then we go back to trying again. We just do that over and over again. We don't want to spam too much unless it's to either get a kill or we have like them heavily under fire for like pressure and stuff. I don't know why our team is fighting each other, but whatever. Hit her with one little damage ability. Just check out my abilities again to try to pressure her a little bit as I wait for the debuff of the ability to stop. Landed my Q again. Just barely land my ultimate, just a tiny bit of poke damage onto her. And we're just trying to get her chunked down to the 40% so my damage can start skyrocketing, of course. Because double damage is double. Chuck everything, see if it lands. Yup. You're gonna die, bro. You should have not done that. If she was gonna commit, she better have done it a little bit sooner than that. I might get ganked, and I'm wondering if this guy has ultimate or not. Because if not, then I can just shove from far away like that, and then we just back away. We'll see if she, like, suddenly appears over wall to ulti me or something. Nah, she went topside to kill our Darius. And then I'm just going to buy this. Darius is unfortunately dead, but we're super fed. And we're only half of a level away from our spike point. And my team's popping off bot side too, huh? Very nice. Wow, the burn effect made it so I missed the cannon, I think. It didn't secure it. I'm gonna just continue trying to shove because I feel like Akali's roaming. But she doesn't have her ult. So, I feel like she's kind of just wasting her time. I know that I'm probably going to get ganked mid, but once again, Akali doesn't have R yet. So, I should be just chilling. Because they aren't that threatening without R. A little bit of poke damage. And as you can see, my damage is starting to get, like, kind of high now. Even versus, like, Merc Treads, right? That was just 1 R plus E plus Q. Didn't even land second one, and that was before I was also level 11. I threw that R. So that was not even a upgraded version, where it should deal even more. I really dislike that I'm going to be going bot side here, but, I mean, my team did manage to secure their stuff. Am I going to be walking in anybody? Huh. I mean, I'm completely fine. We'll just continue trying to CS this real fast. I'll use my R to secure all these. I don't know if they're walking inside this brush or not. So I'm just chilling away from that area because, as you can see, Tom Kinch might just do something like that. I managed to kill one. That person dies too. She's super low. Try to... No, my ultimate is just not in range. That's probably a high ground, low ground moment where I couldn't hit it from that far. I'm just going to chuck my R into here, though, to see. Because sometimes you can find random people. Huh. Okay, that person really wants to kill our teammate. Got it. And she is just going to die for that. We're just going to grab blue buff. And that person dies because she gets slowed. I'm going to get initiated on, but I can just walk away from this guy. Oh god, he's going to stun me because the thing is that my teammate's staying on the other side of me, so I die no matter what. If my teammate stayed a little bit further away, I might have been able to survive. That's okay, though, because look how fed we are now, right? And all we're doing inside of teamfights is just chucking R from far away. If somebody is close, we try to land E plus Q. I always press that combo. I like E plus Q because I feel like it feels better with the animation where, like, they almost hit together for, like, heavy burst. So I don't press, like, Q into E. So our ultimate damage when people get at 40% is 513. That's... might not seem like a lot. It's just that my ultimate has less than a 1 second CD, so if you can throw it twice, I mean, they're just gonna die. Because that's 1,000 damage very, very quickly. That's what's so strong about it. And of course, now that my mana pool is so gigantic, it's just a matter of how many times can they dodge until hopefully the inevitable happens of being able to land it onto them. My ultimate does reveal champion, so I'm just going to check that brush real fast because maybe Akali would be, like, behind me. I don't have Archangels, so I don't have that much tankiness. Hit her with the Q, big. Little bit of poke damage from far away. Hit her with the Q again. She just burns a little bit. Ooh. I didn't even mean to hit her there, honestly. I have my Archangels. I'm feeling a bit more confident, so I'll step up again. Just juked away from him. I know that he'll probably get eaten by Tom, and then we can't get him anymore. It's not something that I can really accomplish to help out with, but maybe Bel'Veth can get the rest? I can't get in range, sadly. Nice. And then this is a point where we are very, very powerful if we can continue playing off of our teammates and our E. Because this is when I can get them, like, really low like this, and then they just start getting executed when they get chunked. That person dies too. And then every single time that happens, we get our Presence of Mind procced, and then it comes back to give me more mana to work with, of course. Very nice. Getting her flash, and the game's just over. I mean, it seems that they just kind of gave up, so... GG's. Sorry that the game was so short. Sometimes this happens with KOGMAW, but I guess just, gotten very lucky with my teammates being so damn strong, huh? But yeah, that's how you play KOGMAW, especially during the early game. Remember that he is a champion that does continue scaling, especially with the buffs, and his range is crazy. Crazy, crazy high. Did most damage on my team. I did about 1,000 damage per minute for the entire game. And I'll see you guys in the next game if you want to see another showcase of him. And maybe it'll be a longer game. All right, bye.